How's it going, everybody? This is Bella. She's out in the garden with me today, helping me out. And we are underneath a seedless Thompson grape that is out in the front part of my property. One that you don't see me in too often on the videos, but here I am. The grape has almost lost all its leaves for the summer, or for the fall, I guess this season. And it has quite a few runners. Let me stand up here and let me just show you what's going on. I have just a massive, that's all one season's worth of growth. I cut it all the way back last season, and I wanted to train it on this little trellis system that I'm working here. The fence is only 3-foot chain link, and then I put about another 2 feet up from that some really thick diameter wire with a plastic coating. It's like an electrical type wire. I don't know exactly what it is, but I had a big spool of it, and so I just ran it all the way across. And so I just try to train the vine to hang on to it and to grow on it. This year I'm just going to allow the grapevine to be. It seemed like the previous years, last year when I cut it back really hard, I barely got any fruit. And so I just don't know if it went well or why I would have thought that the exact opposite. I would have got a lot more fruit on it this season, but in the prior seasons, maybe it's a biannual bearing particular variety, I'm not sure. And so, but this year I'm just going to leave it be, and I'm going to allow it to run its course and hopefully get a really good grape harvest next spring into summertime. And this is usually a very prolific vine, but the purpose of this video is I am doing some serpent layering, some compound serpent layering. I've got a really healthy vine that's coming from the main stalk there, coming up, coming down. This is I've got a Jerusalem, or not a Jerusalem artichoke, but a Mexican sunflower out here in this zone. And he's inside of this, it used to be a flower bed, but I've just allowed it to run its course, and I've got some different odds and ends in here. The grass is giving me a very nice thick mulch, a living mulch out here, which I absolutely love. I usually call it dreaded Bermuda grass, but I'm just joking when I say that I actually really do like it. It's just a continuous source of mulch and chop and drop, and mulch here in the desert's pretty hard to come by, so I'll take all I can get. But as you can see, the branch is coming down, and there's some soil there, and I uncovered the soil, I put a brick on it, and I've got more branch running across the ground here. And so what I want to do is every 6 inches or so, I'm just going to take my little hory and break the ground up just a little bit. Nothing too dramatic, it doesn't have to be super deep, but just deep enough for me to move the soil. Got really good soil out here, really happy with it. Let's see, then I just want to cover this up. I've got some of these little brick pieces here. One-handed, this is just a little difficult, but I'm just covering it. I'm just covering little branch sections, and I'll hold it down underneath the soil about 2 inches or so with one hand, and then I'll put the brick on top of it. And then I'll just take a whole bunch of this Bermuda grass and I'll just throw it on as a nice thick mulch. And that'll keep the ground nice and moist and evenly temped. And then I'll come back next spring, and maybe late next spring, and I'll check on these, and hopefully I'll have 3 or 4 new grapevines here, and then I'll be able to transplant those out to other parts of the garden. But that's how easy it is. It really is that easy. Just identifying these arching canes, these arching running branches, and help them to find soil so that they can root, and then you can get some new plants. So easy. So I hope this day is finding you well. Thank you so much for being here with me in my garden today. I hope the Lord Jesus Christ blesses you and your family and all that you do, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.